Hey everyone, I'm Carly. My pronouns are they, them. Welcome to my floss tube. I have just filmed this entire floss tube and the video was corrupted. Shelby very kindly took Reba on a walk for me to do this, and hopefully Reba wants to walk a lot because I have to do this again. Basically, I realized I have a lot of Christmas finishes to share, and today is the second to last day of Christmas. It's January 5th. Tomorrow is Epiphany, Three Kings Day, the day that the kings actually, or the three wise men, made it to Bethlehem. According to Google and I guess the Bible. It's also like based on etiquette, the last day that it's acceptable to have your Christmas tree up. So I'm savoring the last little drips of Christmas. And I've also been working on a lot of Christmas patterns, so I just wanted to show those and get this up now before it is no longer seasonally appropriate. So I will be showing my whips, and then at the end it's going to be kind of a compilation of all of the like ornament and gift finishes that I completed over the past couple months. Reba has returned, so if I can grab her. Come here. You want to be in it? Here's Reba. Okay, thank you. This is The Farms of Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House, and I have been focusing on this top block. I haven't decided if I want it to say Hawk Run Farms or if I'm gonna customize that. I probably will, but I have no idea what I'm gonna have it say at this point. I am doing this on, I believe, a 32 count linen, and I feel pretty good about what I got done today. I finished this hill, well, this color of the hill. There's like another green that goes in there. My cows are done, and I've started growing some more sunflowers down here. Next, I have Jump by Kitty Cats. So it's these three frogs hanging out. This is on, I think, also a 32 count linen called Velt, I believe. I'm doing my own conversion. I'm sort of muting the colors here, but pretty much all I have to do is give these guys eyes and do the back stitching and finish the like water. So not too much. I could finish this week if I buckle down. The next piece I have is a full coverage. I'm doing 1/1 on 28 count. This is called The Mitten, and it's based on the artwork by Jan Brett, who has a book with the same title. And this is a bear, so he's in the mitten with all of his other fellow woodland creatures. But this linen is Santa's Cocoa by Dames of the Needle. And this is a free pattern. It's on Jan Brett's website, along with a lot of others. If you are a fan of her work, many of her characters have been translated into cross stitch, which is pretty cool. Okay, this is my Christmas stitching that I was working on. First, I have New England Saint Nick by The Good Housewife. I'm doing, again, my own DMC conversion. There is like a DMC conversion. This is charted in NPIs, but I'm just kind of pulling my own. And I'm doing it on I just had the tag. It's a 32 count, here it is, 32 count 18th century Blackbird linen by R&R Reproductions. So this was my like, it was Christmas, it was snowing piece. I was in New England. It was great. And I'm pretty set up to finish this year, I believe. I just got to finish filling in his robe, finish the trees, leaves, and then add a few more hills, but that's mostly block stitching. So, yeah, set up well for that. This is when I started after Christmas, but I just was so tempted I couldn't help myself. This is Vintage Christmas Stocking by Fairy Wool in the Woods, and the depictions on here just really remind me of the beginning of the Nutcracker, where everybody's like coming to the party, and the kids are like waiting and they're excited. And I watch the Nutcracker every year. I either go to see a performance or I watch the Macaulay Culkin ballet version, which is what I did this year, and this just really like that's it. So I've started working on that last week, and I was trying to just kind of like set up an outline So I can come back in when it's time and just start with the fill-in. So these, I can now finish the windows without the pattern kind of thing. This is a 32 count Lugana from Fortnite. And yeah, I have one more piece, and then you'll see a compilation of Christmas finishes. This is Nordic Holiday by the Prairie Schooler. And this is also on a 32 count Lugana as I try to use those up from my stash. And here's where I'm at. So I make a little bit of progress on this every year. I like to pull it out during Christmas and July, and also kind of in November, December. I don't really have like a specific finishing timeline on it. I just like to have it to stitch on during the holidays. All right. Oh no, there's one more. This was a New Year's Day start. It's a Mill Hill, and it's called Elsie, but it is a cow. I didn't realize this Mill Hill is entirely beaded. There's 0 stitching on it. It is all beads. So that's new for me, but helpful because I do want to complete the center of my chatelaine this year. And I think all the Mill Hills I've been doing have been preparing me for that. So this is my start, just the center of the cow, like his nose, her nose. A couple different kinds of beads. That is everything. Happy New Year. Happy Epiphany if you celebrate. And yeah, bye. I have 4 gift finishes to share. First is my Mill Hill ice cream. I just went ahead and glued a button I had in stash and some ribbon I had in stash. So that's good to go. And I have 2 of my Pink Pony Club ornaments. One I've already given as a gift. It looked a lot like this one with the cording, but I just used pink and yellow cording. That was the only difference. But I used foam core that I had in stash and I'm trying to use up. And I covered another piece with fabric and then did a ribbon, which was not quite thick enough on this one, and I tried my hand at cording for the first time on this one, and leftover cording I used as the little hanger for this guy. Yeah, a lot of glue gunning, and I think they turned out pretty good. They're like nice and thick. And last, I'm very proud of this one. This is my Prairie Schooler Santa 2006. I do one of these every year for my mom. So I chose this one because I've been sewing a lot on my sewing machine this year, all the bags that I've been making. Riva, did you just take something off the table? I don't know. Anyway, this is how it turned out. And like I do with all of these pillows, I stuff it with scraps from the previous year. So in the past, that was yarn, like ends of my yarn for projects I was making. But this year it was largely fabric scraps because I've been sewing so much. So here he is. I followed the pattern pretty exactly. I don't typically make a ton of changes to these. I do change the skin tone typically, but other than that, they're like pretty perfect. And this is the back. So you can see it's pretty lumpy because it's just like pieces of fabric, but it's got a nice weight to it. And my mom just like puts them up on her windowsill, so it doesn't need to be super fancy. But yep, this is where I stuffed it. I just sewed this side and this side together, cut a hole, flipped it inside out, stuffed it, and then put the patch around it. So yeah, those are my gift finishes. Hi, one more ornament, I hope. I got invited to participate in a very local Secret Santa at work, like just a particular cluster of cubicles. And I luckily had this one in stash. It is Pinecone by Mill Hill. And here it is. I just have to put the ornament or the magnet on the back. and it'll be done. That's it.